Congratulations on beginning your Tai Chi Chih lessons. If you work to learn the lessons, and if you work to learn how to do Tai Chi Chih correctly, I think that you will find that the benefits will be far more than you had expected, providing you practice regularly. The first thing we have to emphasize is Tai Chi Chih is not an exercise. It's true that it does exercise the internal organs, but when we think of exercise, we think of great effort, perspiration, fatigue, just the opposite of what happens in Tai Chi Chih. Practically all beginners say that they have much more energy at the end of a lesson or of a practice session than they had to begin with. So we do not think of it as exercise. We do it loosely, without effort, what we call the effort of no effort. And all important is the fact that we do Tai Chi Chih softly. We speak of softness and continuity, but softness is all important. The more softly we do it, the less effort we use, the more benefits we will get. This is because the Chih, the cosmic energy that circulates through the body, will be blocked if there is tension. But if we do it softly, almost as though we don't care, the Chih flows smoothly and it is balanced, and there are great benefits from it. When we begin to move, the fingers are spread apart and the wrists are loose. I can tell the degree of tension in a student by watching the waist and the wrists. The wrists do Tai Chi Chih more than the arms do. The arms don't swing wildly. Generally, the elbows are close to the side and the wrists move very, very loosely. While you are doing Tai Chi Chih, the torso, that is the part from the waist up to the neck, is kept absolutely straight. No matter how far down we go with the legs, this part is straight up and down as though suspended from the ceiling by wires. Then the feeling is, as we move, that we are swimming through very heavy air with no effort at all, and we're doing it in a leisurely fashion. There's no reason to rush at all. Very important is what the waist does. The waist pivots. We're doing a movement like this. The arms have almost no effort at all as they follow the waist. And at the same time, the hips swivel. We do this movement. The hips swivel. The hips are doing the work, not the arms. This is not a muscular exercise. The shifting of the weight is all important. When we go forward, this becomes substantial. We go backward, this becomes substantial. And when we go forward, the back leg stiffens. When we come back, the front leg stiffens. When we go sideways, it's very important not to shift the weight too quickly, or it will look like this. The body is way ahead of the arms. The arms and the body come to the side at the same time. I realize you're not going to memorize all this from this introduction, but some of these things you will hear again when I start teaching the movements. Learn the movements slowly. 3 or 4 at a time would be plenty. And if you do that, practice them for a few days, learn 3 or 4 more, and go on. Pretty soon you'll have 19 movements and 1 posture, and then you'll be able to practice them every day with the practice session that is at the end of this tape. One more factor, which is a way that you can tell if you're making progress. There are 3 confirming signs which will happen over a period of time. The first will come probably within a few lessons, where you'll notice that your fingers are fluttering. You're not doing it deliberately. Don't try to imitate. What you're doing is doing this. The energy is flowing through you, and somebody points out to you that your fingertips are fluttering. This is a very good sign. The second confirming sign will probably come after you're doing it a while. One day, you'll be doing this. This happened to me in a Japanese garden. I was doing it, and suddenly I realized nobody is doing anything. I had myself out of the way. Tai Chi Chih is doing Tai Chi Chih, and it's a very, very ecstatic feeling. The third confirming sign may take a few years, but you'll be able eventually to do the movements of Tai Chi Chih mentally. Recently, I had a letter from a woman who had to go to a hospital, and while she was there in bed, she was doing Tai Chi Chih with her eyes closed, visualizing it mentally, and she could feel the flow of the cosmic energy, the Chih, through the body. And she credits this with getting her out of the hospital very quickly. So there's only one request that I have. Practice every day. Practice when you feel like it. Practice when you don't feel like it. The rewards are well worth it. And now we're ready to go on and begin our lessons. We begin our lessons with two preliminary movements. The first is called rocking motion, and the second one is called bird flaps its wings.